Healthy cultures all over the globe include a large portion of their diet as animal foods. This is red meat, eggs, full-fat dairy, and organs, nose to tail animal foods. Now, despite what you might believe, animal foods are not the problem or not the culprit behind modern-day diseases. It's what these animal foods are commonly eaten with in today's Western world. Red meat is usually eaten with the bun, seed oils, a Coca-Cola, French fries that have been fried in seed oils, and the list goes on and on. Eggs are usually eaten with the bagel, refined grains, and other sugars that go with it. And there's some association that goes with these animal foods that might show that these animal foods are associated with poor health outcomes, but association is not causation. But when you look at some of the healthiest cultures in the world, many that we've talked about on our platform, you will see that they're eating a large portion of their diet from animal foods. Cultures like the early Native Americans, the Maasai, the Hadza, the Inuit, the Chimani, and even blue zones. The populations in the blue zones are eating a large portion of their diet from meat, organs, and other animal-based dishes. Why is that? Well, as we'll talk about very soon in some other principles to come, animal foods are very nutrient dense in nutrients that you can only find in these animal foods. You're not going to find them in plant foods. If you can limit the ultra-processed foods and begin eating more animal-based foods in your diet, meat, organs, and raw dairy and eggs, your health will improve, no doubt. Humans needed every calorie, every source of energy, so they didn't want anything to go to waste. So they would routinely boil the bones and collagenous parts of the animal and boil that down into a broth or a stew so they could extract even more nutrients out of that they couldn't get otherwise. They can't eat the bone, so they would boil it down and get all the marrow out and all the beneficial compounds like glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid, among many other nutrients. And there are so many benefits to consuming more bones and bone broth and soups, including improving digestion, skin and complexion, the hair and the nails, boosting energy and metabolism, and improving sleep quality. What's up, guys? Real quick, if you are loving this content, then you are absolutely going to love this new Ancestral Protein Powder by Ancestral Supplements. This is 100% grass-fed and grass-finished protein powder, the first ever of its kind. This is a beef bone broth protein isolate combined with organs and medicinal mushrooms with just a little bit of salt and sweetened with monk fruit. Now, there's nothing fake or synthetic in here at all. Everything's been third-party lab tested for ultimate purity. There's no artificial sweeteners or anything like that in here. It's completely preservative-free, and there's definitely no seed oils in this protein powder at all. Now, the thing that makes this protein powder super unique is that it's not just a beef bone broth protein powder, but it also combines many different organs like liver, heart, pancreas, kidney, and spleen, along with bone matrix and my favorite, medicinal mushrooms. These medicinal mushrooms include lion's mane for brain health, chaga mushroom for immunity, cordyceps for boosting your athletic performance and the bedroom, and reishi for ultimate sleep and immune boosting properties. These mushrooms are grown right here in the United States, and they are all regenerative organic certified. A lot of companies can claim that their products are regenerative, but this is actually regenerative organic certified. This is a complete protein that's going to support your gut health, immune system, metabolism, and muscle growth, and you are not going to want to miss out on trying this. This is brand new, and we are excited to bring this to you. It comes in both vanilla and chocolate, so get your hands on some today. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Weston A. Price, but if you haven't, he was a dentist that traveled the globe in the 1920s, 1930s. I believe he visited about 11 different traditional culture tribes all over the world, and really what he found was that when these cultures lived intact, stayed to their roots, and they ate their traditional diet and they lived their traditional ways, they had extraordinary health with all but no chronic disease. They had perfect teeth, and they were thriving, and they lived well into old age. However, when individuals left that tribe, left that particular culture, and went and lived a more modernized lifestyle, ate ultra-processed food like refined grains, added sugars, seed oils, and lived a more modernized way of life like we are here, they had skyrocketing rates of tooth decay, dental caries, they got fat and sick, and they died earlier from preventable chronic diseases. Now, what he also found was that the cultures that stuck to their traditional ways of life and ate their traditional foods, they were eating far more nutrient-dense diets, vitamins and minerals, than essentially we are here in America. He found that they ate 4 times the minerals and water-soluble vitamins, which that's B vitamins, vitamin C, and they ate 10 times the amount of fat-soluble vitamins found in animal fats. This is vitamins A, D, E, and particularly K2. He discovered K2. This is different than vitamin K1 found in plant foods. Now we have the RDI, like I explained, in America. This is the recommended dietary intake, and you can see on the back of a label, it will say 20% of your daily allowance. That's the amount of that vitamin or mineral that you need to meet your daily intake for the day. This amount is just the bare minimum to prevent disease. If you are meeting that amount, and most people aren't, that's just the amount to prevent disease, scurvy, or rickets in terms of vitamin D, pellagra, niacin deficiency. We need far more than that. We need to be eating these nutrient-dense animal foods like I previously mentioned, so we can get so much more nutrients. And when you're eating this type of way, the animal nose to tail, organs, bones, they're all going to contain minerals and vitamins that are going to complement one another so your body doesn't absorb too much or too little. And if you can eat that way and limit ultra-processed foods in your life, you are going to do just that, and you're going to be so much healthier because of it. And so as we're wrapping up today, all these cultures that we talked about today, they didn't know each other. They didn't have social media. They couldn't get on TikTok and see what other cultures were doing, but they were doing these principles. They had all these principles in common. And if we can put back into practice, if we can put back in what our modern world is leaving out, then we will be so much healthier. We will improve our health. We will improve our athletic performance, lower inflammation, and prevent and even reverse chronic disease. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you like this content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button below. Leave a question or comment, interact a little bit. I'd love to interact with you in the comments section. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of incredible content just like this coming very, very soon. Send this video out to somebody that you know needs to see it most, and I'll talk with you next time.